Hi everyone, long time no see. I know I've been so horrible at keeping up with the updates, but as you guys know, with pregnancy does come sickness and some uncertainties at times. So I'm sorry this is the second time I've fallen like a month behind, but to be honest, I think the first trimester is kind of repetitive after a while with the symptoms and stuff, so I don't want to bore you guys anyways. So I'm just going to keep to the same format that I've been doing, where I've been just doing one update but 2 weeks per update. So last time was 9-10 weeks, and this is going to be 11-12 weeks. Maybe not 11-12 weeks anymore, but just got a little bit of catching up to do. So let's get started. 11 weeks. It's a pretty crazy week. Don't mind me looking down here just at my notes. So let's start off with the symptoms. I had short, intense headaches. Sometimes it felt like the start of a migraine where my temples get really tense. I think I said, I don't know what I was talking about. I think I got at least like one small migraine, but I had a lot of really short, mild ones. Then I had this burning mouth syndrome, and I'm so thankful that that's gone now, because I was really scared that was something I was going to have to endure my entire pregnancy, and sometimes I've heard it doesn't go away ever, which is awful. And burning mouth syndrome is literally just exactly how it sounds. It feels like your tongue is burnt like really badly, and it affects the way you taste everything, and it just sucks. Like, nothing tastes normal. Like, I don't know. It was really shitty. At first, I started noticing it right after I got out of the emergency room, and I thought it was because I was puking so much that maybe I burned my tongue from puking up so much stomach acid. I don't know. But anyways, that sucked. 11 weeks I had mild puking. It wasn't super severe. On and off nausea without puking usually, which was definitely better than when I was super sick and had to go to the ER at 10 weeks. So this is the week after I went to the ER. Let's see. So at the ER they did say I had a UTI, and so I did have some bladder and kidney pain from that. My hormones were making me super sensitive and depressive. I went through like a really bad, super depressed state for a while, around 11-12 weeks. And that sucks. I normally have a lot of issues with anxiety and depression and stuff. It runs in my family. I've had it my whole life. So it's just something that I have always known that I'll have to deal with in pregnancy. Luckily though, my midwife department has their own psychologist, which is super awesome since they pretty much specialize in dealing with pregnant women and their hormones. So I'm gonna definitely see one of their doctors. I was having some twinges and cramping. My constipation had improved finally. I credit that to one of my cravings I'll get into in a minute. Still burping and gassy, and then I had insomnia and sleeping trouble, and also a bit of discharge. So those were my symptoms for week 11. My cravings were baked beans, like obsessed with baked beans. Like, all I wanted to eat was baked beans all day, every day. I would eat like a can of baked beans, like at least once or twice a day. And that is what cured my constipation. So if you're pregnant and you're severely constipated, go get some beans, girl. I'm not, like, I was eating them like every day for like a week, so I don't know. It's definitely worth a try if you're having that issue. I also like potato chips, bomb pops, those bomb ice pops. I don't know if you know what those are. They're like the red, white, and blue ones. I guess they're called firecracker pops too sometimes, but this specific brand is bomb pops. And Mexican Coke, oh, it's so good. Much better than just a regular Coke since it has real sugar in it, not high fructose corn syrup. Anything cotton candy or watermelon flavored. I'd actually got some watermelon cotton candy, and that was oh so good. and I got some cotton candy rock candy, which is like one of my favorite candies. Oh, so good. Which is funny because I actually have not wanted sweets at all. Sweets have been my biggest aversion. So if I want sweets, that's pretty rare these days, which is funny because before I was pregnant, I was huge on sweets, like loved candy. Anyways, really glad I don't crave junk food and sweets, and it's an aversion actually. Potatoes and french fries, Slurpees. I had a really big thing for Slurpees then. Blue raspberry flavor or Coke. I like the banana one too, but they never have that anymore. I guess nobody likes banana Slurpees except for me. And then my biggest drink obsession was Arizona peach green tea, which I thought was also a really healthy like alternative to soda and like juice and stuff like that. But that Arizona peach green tea is so good. It's so ice cold. I love it. I'm still drinking that. Okay, so some of the events from 11 weeks were nausea, not as bad, but not sure. I wasn't sure if it'll lighten up at 12 weeks like a lot of people and doctors say at 12 weeks of nausea and morning sickness usually lightens up. So at that point when I wrote this, I wasn't sure if it was going to lighten up for me at all. So I was struggling with depression and feeling a bit disconnected, and I would really, really hate this feel like that I would forget sometimes that I wrote actually all the time. I feel like I would forget that I'm not pregnant or not feel pregnant, and not that I felt like something was wrong with the baby or I was miscarrying or anything. I just was, I don't know, since I didn't feel pregnant. I know a lot of women experience this, since you don't really like feel the baby or anything. It's kind of hard to realize like, yo, there's something inside me. But I just felt kind of guilty and bad about that, just feeling a little bit disconnected. This whole time I've been feeling very strong girl prediction for gender, but then at 11 weeks I wrote that now I think it could be a boy. But I think that happened because like my boyfriend was like, oh, I think maybe it could be a boy and all this stuff, so I think it was kind of that swayed me. 11 weeks, definitely improvement from week hell, which was 10 weeks. So yeah, and then baby at 11 weeks was the size of a lime, so that's 1.6 inches, so about 1.5 inches, and 0.25 ounces, so like 1/4 of an ounce, so tiny. Okay, now going on to 12 weeks. So my symptoms at 12 weeks were hungry all the time, rarely or never full. Finally got some more food cravings and less aversions. Peeing a lot more. Increase in fatigue, taking more naps. Mild to severe boob pain. Nausea was mild, definitely compared to 10 weeks. Hot flashes, oh god, that was really weird and shitty, hot flashes. Puking returned at 12 weeks, 6 days, and I had a bit of a struggle there, and I think I might have gotten a little bit of a cold or something there, but luckily that didn't go on for too long. So at 12 weeks, baby was the size of a clementine, and that's 2.1 inches, so about 2 inches, and okay, I think I might have mixed up something because I wrote 0.5 ounces, so that's not right. Maybe that is right, I don't know. But yeah, 2.1 inches, size of a clementine. My cravings were still baked beans and peach iced tea. I didn't do a lot of notes for week 12, to be honest. It was pretty uneventful, and I've been trying not to bore you guys with like repetitive symptoms, talking about the same thing over and over again. Like the cravings I'm just talking about. Yeah, my aversions, no longer into the berry smoothies like I was like when I first got pregnant, about like 4 or 5 weeks. I was berry smoothie obsessed, but now recently I'm kind of back to the berry smoothies, so that's just what it was at 12 weeks. My other versions were cheese, with a few exceptions. Like, I really hated things that smelled cheesy. And soda, mostly Coke, which is funny because the week before that I put Mexican Coke as my craving. So, the life of a crazy prego. Okay, so that's 11, 12 weeks. Pretty uneventful. Stay tuned. Right after this will be a more recent update, because I'm now 15 weeks, so this next update I'm going to do is 13, 14. So thank you so much for watching. Again, leave your comments below. Would love to know if you're expecting, if you're a mom, what brought you here, if you're TTC, or if you struggle with infertility too, like I did. And also, please leave me some video suggestions that you guys would love to see. Anything that you guys would love to see, I'll film a video of. Let me know if you guys would like to see what I did to get my BFP, Big Fat Positive test, what I did that cycle I conceived, what I did differently, if you'd like to see a video on that. Anything, just please let me know. I really appreciate your guys' feedback. So thanks so much for watching.